There we go. There we go. So we got our corn out there today. And I scattered the nuts today because they don't seem to care for them in a clump. So I decided just to scatter them about, since that's the way they like it. Oop, Chippy. Addison, hey, good to see you. Good to see you, Addison. Addison says yurt. Kage, hey. Kage, good to see you. Kage says hello. I'm kind of surprised you're awake, to be honest, Kage. Good job. Proud of you. Addison. Jeff, hey Jeff, good to see you. Jeff says hi. Addison says, I am too. Good for you. Good boy. Good boy. Jeff says, we're going to find some squirrels today. Yeah, I heard them. I've already heard them in the trees. I think they're getting ready to come down. I spread the peacock nuts out the way they like them. Did I say, here, squirrely, 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 squirrely? Here, squirrely, squirrely. I thought I saw Chippy already, but it was just the wind. Apparently, wind looks like chipmunks. Addison says, but today might be the day Kage has to wake up early. Well, I appreciate Kage being here. Thank you so much, Kage. Jarrett, hey, good to see you. Jarrett says, hey. Jeff says, cool. Jarrett says, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too. Happy Saturday to everybody. How's everybody's Saturday going? Dolly, hey Dolly, good to see you. Dolly says, hello, beautiful, beautiful mom dog. How are you feeling today? I'm good, Fina, or Dolly, how are you doing? How are you today? How is everyone? Everyone having a good weekend? Anyone got any fun plans for this weekend? Jarrett says, good. Jeff says, hi, Jarrett. Paranormal Walks, hey, good to see you. Paranormal Walks says, hi there, mom dog. Paranormal, yeah. I love the paranormal, yet for some reason today I can't pronounce it. Paranormal Walks says, hi, chat. Jeff says, hi, Dolly. Goulian. Goulian says, hi, good to see you, Goulian. Hello, how are you? Dolly says, Jarrett, hey, how are you? Goulian says, hi. Jarrett says, hey, Jeff. Goulian says, no. No to what, Goulian? Jeff says, hi, Stu. Liza says, please, my ID pen. I'm not sure what that means, but hello and welcome. Dolly says, hey, Stu, good to see you. Goulian says, hi. Lisa says, please, my ID pen. Oh, if you're just in here asking for advertisement without even saying hello, that's kind of rude. But if you'd like, you can ask people to subscribe to you. I'm more than happy to have that in my channel. The more you guys subscribe to each other, the better. Sub up. Goulian is saying hi. Jeff says hi, Lisa. Goulian says good. Carl Scheel, hey, did you change your name, Carl? Carl says, good evening, everyone. Dolly says, Jeff Rubin, hey. Liza says, hi, Jeff. Goulian says, I don't know. And I'm adding you guys as moderators so that you guys can sub up to each other. Goulian says, why I say no. Liza says, how are you all? Paranormal Walk says, thank you for the blue. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Dolly. Liza says, hi, y'all. Gullian says, please. Kelly's Vlogs. Hey, hey, good to see you, Kelly. How are you? Let me make you blue too. Please sub up to anyone that you haven't seen. Gullian is posting his link and asking for subs. Please check out his channel or her channel. Carl says, brand new channel, Molly. Oh, okay. Okay, well, cool. Gullian says, please. Radio Dude Phil, hey, says, I'm driving, but I'm here. Appreciate you, Phil. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Liza says, where are you from, Mom? I am in Michigan, USA. Liza says, thanks, Mom. Gullian says, do you have a dog? I did, but my name actually more means, I used to call my kids puppies, and I was the mom dog. Also, it's a polite term for bitch, which I can be a polite bitch, so it's fitting. Jeff says, thank you, you rock. Thank you, Jeff, I think you rock too. Liza says, thanks, Mom. Gullian says, oh yeah, I already read that. Getting Fun of Memories says, hello, hello, Fun of Memories. Good to see you, hello and welcome. Liza says, Mom, I am from India. Wow, what time is it there? It must be late. Thank you for joining. Gullian says, I do music. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome. Anybody who likes music, please check out Gullian's channel. Dolly says, Carl, good to see you, lovely. I subbed. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you subbing, Dolly, and I appreciate anybody who subs to anybody else. Fun of Memories says, hello, beautiful girl. Liza said, subscribe done, please return me. If you guys, when you guys sub to each other, please try and leave a comment on a short so that it makes it easier for that person to subscribe you back. Also, it helps the channel out if you leave a little comment. Gullian says, you don't cuss, please. Yes, I typically don't. You can ask any of my regulars here. I typically don't. And I do apologize. There you go, Fun of Memories. Fun of Memories says, beautiful view, amazing. Well, thank you. Liza says, please pen my ID. Actually, I don't pen things on my chat because it makes it at the bottom of my screen. It makes me accidentally click it all the time. So that's why I don't pen messages at all. Jeff says, Lisa sub, I left a comment. Perfect. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you. Fun of Memories says, your smile voice amazing. Oh, thank you. Liza says, thanks, Jeff. Gullian says, can you sub to me, Mom Dog 72? Absolutely. Let me see if I can do that. Nope, it's not giving me the option right now. I'll have to do it after my live. But absolutely. Carl, hey, good to see you. So, guys, Carl is trying to get to 50 subs. So, if we can help him out, I'm also going to post his link on my channel as well after this live. Please subscribe. He's got the most gorgeous fish that you have ever seen. He has got the most gorgeous Roddy that you have ever seen. Oops, Chipmunk just ran by. I don't know if it was, I think it was too far. Oh, well, maybe. Here we go. Oh, he just ran into the ground. He just ran underground in his little hole. But they're out here. Here, Chippy, Chippy, Chippy. Liza says, just subscribe done. Appreciate you. Carl says, hey, Molly. Hey, Carl. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Gullian says, I just started YouTube. Gullian, it's okay. It's okay. We all just start out somewhere. Katie, hey, good to see you. Katie says, hell, Molly. I think that was supposed to be hello, Molly. Jeff says, Liza has the cutest kitty cats on her channel. You need to check her out. Yes, good shout out. Good shout out. Thank you, Jeff. Liza says, please support my channel. Just post your link, Liza. Just post your link so people can subscribe to you easier. Fun of Memories says, thanks. Katie says, hello, Carl and Jeff. Julian says, yee. Phil says, hi. Radio Dude Phil says, hi. Carl says, hey, Katie, how are you? Julian says, bye. Thank you for coming in, Julian. Appreciate you. Hope you have a great weekend. Go forth and be kind to others. Katie says, I'm good. You? Glad to hear it. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Jeff says, hi, Katie. Carl says, not bad. Thank you. Glad to read it, Carl. Glad to read it. Mike the Bike Dasher. Hey, good to see you. Mike the Bike Dasher. Hey, how you been, guy? Norwegian, good to see you. How are you? Katie says, LOL. Sorry, Molly. LOL, I meant hello. I know, but it was funny. It was funny, so it's all good. The rule at my house has always been, if it's funny, you're not in trouble. Liza said, had your dinner all, guys? Well, it's actually only noon 41 here in the eastern half or the eastern part of the U.S. Dolly says, Norwegian fish keeper, I subbed. Thank you, Dolly. Dolly is so sweet. Dolly is such a good supporter, you guys. Mike the Bike Dasher says, how are you? I'm doing pretty good, Mike. It's so good to see you. How have you been? Radio Dude says, cat in a box. Norwegian says, thank you so much, Phoenix. Liza says, I don't speak English, but we'll try, Mom. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mike says, I'm fine. Got my new bike in the mail a couple of days ago. Awesome. Awesomeness. And I might be able to get the other bike back on the road after all. Oh, that's way cool, Mike. That's awesome. Fun of Memory says, nice trees. Thank you. Steve, Climbing Aquarist, says, quick visit, Molly. I appreciate you, Steve. Good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in. Dolly says, Radio Dude, how are you? He's driving right now, so he may not be able to answer right away. Carl says, hi, Steve. Jeff says, Katie, I sub a leprechaun. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to check that out after my live. Steve's waving at Carl. Fun of Memory says, I think you are so beautiful, girl. Aw, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Liza says, Carl, please sub me. Yeah, you guys, anytime you sub somebody, don't forget to leave a comment on one of their shorts or one of their videos. It helps their channel, but it also helps them find you to subscribe back to you. Katie says, hello, Climbing Aquarist. I'll sub back, Jeff. Fun of Memory says, what is your name? My name is Molly. What is your name, Fun of Memories? Phil says, good. Be careful driving there, Phil. I appreciate you, but don't get in a wreck. Phil says, Katie, hi. Fun Memories said, you from? I am from Michigan in the U.S. Mary, hey girl. Hey, good to see you, Gummy Girl. Hi. Katie says, hello, Radio Dude. Julian says, I'm back. Hee hee. Well, welcome back, Julian. Mary says, I have you on computer, but I am wandering around my house doing stuff. No worries. I appreciate you, Mary. You know I do. Katie says, that was quick, Julian, LOL. Mary says, I am from my mother. I think we all are. Steve says, no bad joke today, Molly. Nope, it was Mary. Mary told the bad joke today. Mary did it for me, so I didn't have to. Thank you, Mary. Dolly says, congrats on the new bike, Mike. Yeah, isn't that cool? And then he might be able to get the old one back up and running. How cool is that? Aw. Radio Dude says, my passenger is typing, but she's only 10. Aw, good job. Good job, passenger typer. Goulian said, you are a good person. Thank you. Mary says, aw. You all are not from my mother. You know what I meant. We all come from our mothers. Goulian says, do you have any tips for YouTube? Well, Goulian, actually Mary has I get all my tips from Mary, to tell you the truth. Dolly says, Radio Dude, be safe, have a wonderful day. Katie says, I'm from my mother, LOL. Dolly says, Mary's Gigs, hello, beautiful friend, how are you? Carl says, hey, Mary. Russ is BGN Aquarium, says, hi, Molly. Just popping in to say a hi. Press the like and tell everyone to like and sub. Have a great weekend. You too, Russ. You have a... Ooh, what the heck happened there? Am I still live, guys? Dolly says, BGN, hey. Katie says, look who the cat's drug in. Hello, Russ. Goulian says, no. Jeff says, Goulian, I sub, left a comment. Russ says, yes, yes. Katie says, yes. Okay, awesome. Awesome, perfect. Thanks, guys. Russ says, LOL, you were repeating yourself. Yeah, something really weird happened with the screen. I was like, what the heck is going on? Goulian says, thanks. Russ says, hi, Katie, you okay? Yay, I'm going to take a drink. And we'll see. Take a quick peek around here for some vermin. Katie says, yeah, I'm good. How are you? I think it was YouTube. Mine froze for a sec. Oh, okay. Maybe it was. I don't know if it was my connection or what. Goulian says, it's hard to get subs. It is and it isn't. If you go to lives like mine, where there's a bunch of people, or if you go to a channel where there's mods willing to post your link so that people can subscribe to you. Subscribe to people, they'll subscribe back, and you can, before you know it, you'll have more subs than you thought you ever had. Jeff says, if you haven't yet, please hit the like button. Appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you. Oh, wow. 20 likes already? Thank you guys so much. My goodness. Goulian says, I will be back. Bye. We'll see you, Goulian. Musa gives a thumbs up. Hello. Good to see you. Also says hi. Katie says, Goulian will be right back. LOL. Yeah, you will. Musa, hello and welcome. Where are you from? Jeff says the squirrel army is interfering with your internet. They are preparing to attack. Oh yeah, actually that reminds me. What should we name Onyx's friend? Dolly says, hey Molly, I subscribed to BGN. Thank you, Dolly. I appreciate that so much. He's a great guy. If you even like fish a little bit, you'll love his channel. Also Carl's channel. If you love, if you like to look at fish even just a little bit, check out Carl. Check out BGN Aquariums. Rusty, hey, good to see you. Rusty says, hey, Mom. Good to see you. Shane, Tankside Chronicles. Shane, it's good to see you. Haven't seen you. How are you? He says, afternoon all. Kelly says, I think I subbed all. Aw, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. That means a lot. I so appreciate that. I so appreciate that. And that's what it's all about. Katie says, hello, Rusty and Tankside. Rusty says, TIG, hello. Katie says, and hello, Kelly. Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. I know it's silly, but twice they've actually come when I've done that. So Shane says, hi, Molly, been good putting things together and growing the koi fry. Oh, awesome. How big are they now? I'll bet they're, how fast do koi grow? Kelly says, I'm painting ceramics today. Oh, that is freaking awesome. Have a good time with that. That is awesome. Radio Dude says, nap him not Onyx. Nap him, or name him not Onyx. Name him not Onyx. Onyx and not Onyx. Actually, that would work for all the other black squirrels. I kind of like it. Shane says, hi, TIG. Goulian says, I'm back. Welcome back, Goulian. Dolly says, love fish, LOL, watching aquariums and fishing as well as good eating. Ooh, hey, Carl, if you're listening, that's a good idea. You might want to film some of your fishing, too. Katie said, see, told you, LOL. Jeff says, Kelly, I just subbed. Can you sing on your live stream? Can you sing on your live streams? Dutch, hey, good to see you. Dutch says, hi, Molly. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Kelly says, I might try next live. Ooh, let me know when, please. Shane says, depending on temps, but I'd say around 4 centimeters. So that's about 4 centimeters. That's about, what, 1.5 inches? So that's about beta size. Dutch says, hi, Tankside. Radio Dude says, Molly, I always come when you call me. Rusty says, I'm creating vids this morning. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. Can't wait to see them. Carl says, hi, Dutch. Tankside says, hi, Dutch. Shane, sorry, Tankside. Sorry, Shane. I'm alert. I'm really tired today. I apologize. Goulian says, body by tacos. That is hilarious. If I pinned messages, I would pin that. Suru, hello and welcome. Suru says, what's this live about? Well, we're here hanging out with nature. We're waiting for some black squirrels or a chipmunk to show up. And we just kind of hang out and try to send positive vibes and love around the world. Hello and welcome. Dutch says, hi, Carl. Jeff says, okay, Kelly, I set up for all notifications. I will see you on your next live stream. See, I hit all notifications and it means nothing apparently because I don't get notifications. Like there was like 1 week where I was getting notifications and then now nothing. Like not even days later. Like I have to actively go, and it makes me paranoid that I'm going to miss exciting lives. Oh, chipmunk. Sorry to interrupt myself. Here we are. Oh, are you too far out, you little shit? Sorry. Apologies. Here, Chippy Chippy. There he goes. And he went into the ground. brief appearance by a chipmunk there. Here, squirrely, squirrely, squirrely. Here, squirrely, squirrely. Here, squirrely, squirrely. Steve says, I just get eggs. I know. You have a serious egg infestation. Dolly says, Dutch, I subbed. Appreciate you, Dolly. Kelly smiling. Dutch says, hi, Steve. Thank you, Phoenix. Julian says, YouTube won't let me post. YouTube won't let my post go through. Does anyone know why? How old are you, Julian? Do you have a child account or an over 18 account? That might be the reason. Shane says, about that a little smaller, the beta. About that a little smaller, the beta. But when you got a 400, oh yeah. Aw. That sounds adorable though, and I'll bet they're gorgeous. Julian says, I do 10 vids a day. Wow. Kudos, that's a lot of content. That's way more than I'm able to put out. In fact, I only do a live once a week. That's about all I have time for. Steve says hi to Dutch and Shane. Shane says hi to Steve. Jeff says, Julian, that is too many. It will hurt your algorithm. No more than 3 a day. I've heard that as well. No more than 3 a day. Julian says, do you stream tomorrow? No, I've thought about it, and I know I need to do more lives. I'm going to try and start doing some lives after work on the weekdays. But there's so much good stuff on YouTube, and I've got so many things that I have to do that I never seem to do it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it, though. Kelly says, make sure your phone is set up for YouTube notifications. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, I did that. I've done it. I made sure YouTube notifications were on my phone and on my computer and on, yeah. And I even tried unsubscribing, resubscribing, unchecking the bell, rechecking the bell. I don't know. I have some kind of YouTube curse. I don't know. Shane says, Julian, you can make them and then have them set up to drop on different days. Will help big time. Oh, that's an excellent idea, Shane. Excellent idea. Julian says, I got to go for now again. Okay, I will. We'll see you, Julian. Rusty says, Julian, 10 vids a day. Good. I got over 1 million views in 7 months by doing that. Wow. Oh, that's good to know, Rusty. That's good to know. Julian says, bye. Bye, Julian. We'll see ya. Jeff says, Mom Dog, I accidentally turned off my notifications after 3 days. I had to get my granddaughter to figure out what I did and fixed it. Aww. Aww. Rusty says, no more than 3 vids a day. Haha. Tell that to my numbers, right? Steve says, feeding time in the Steve Life Center. Steve Life Center? Raymond, hey, good to see you. Hello and welcome. Thanks for coming in. Gary, hey, good to see you. Gary says liked. Dutch says hi, Gary. Gary says Toady, sorry. Jeff says hi, old time. Gary says hey, Jeff. Steve says hi to Gary. Gary says hi to Steve. Julian says I'm back for the 4th time. Welcome back for the 4th time, Julian. Dutch says, in my opinion, quality over quantity. Yeah, agreed. Want to have people come back, I think at least. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, that's true. I would much rather have good people like everybody in here now is good people. I'd rather have good people in here than people who just come in and cause trouble or just subscribe and then never come back. Rusty says, yep, Dutch, you actually have to have content people want. That's very true. Steve says, Goulian, you're like a rubber ball. Jeff says, old time I subbed you. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, if you see anybody new, see anybody that you haven't seen before, please check out their channel. You could find a new best friend. You could find a new hobby, a new interest. You never know what you'll find. Just check them out. T, hey, Cooking with T is here. Good to see you. Hello and welcome. Thanks for coming. T says, hey, Mom Dog, how are you? Gary says, ditto, and thanks, Jeff. Jeff says, when troll come in, sometimes they're funny. I like to play the game Whack Troll. It is. Some of them trolls are funny. Yo, hi Goulian, how you doing? Long time no see. How you been? This is the only good story. Oh, Goulian, thank you so much. Oh, that makes me so happy. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. I'm gonna grab a drink here real quick before my tongue starts sprouting cactuses. Cacti. Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. They're here. Maybe they're getting ready to, I know they're getting ready to hibernate. We're having a false fall. Goulian says, you have made my day. Oh, Goulian, same. You have made my day, seriously. Steve says, we say here, Molly, mouth like Gandhi flip-flop. Yes, I've heard that. I've heard that, actually, yeah. Yes, it is like that, and yeah, or it was before I took a drink. Papa Smurf, hey, can you see me? I'm right there in the woods. Smurfs are really small. You have to look close. Hello and welcome, Papa Smurf. How are you? Well, let's look really close and see if we can see a Smurf. Anybody seeing a Smurf? Should we go on a Smurf hunt? Jess says, hi, Papa. Just one Sue. Hey, Sue. Good to see you. How are you? Sue says, hey, Mom Dog. Good to see you, Sue. Joel, hey, good to see you. How are you? Sue says, hi to Jeff. Oops, am I crooked here? Sorry, I'm not trying to make you guys have to tilt your heads or anything. Jeff says, hi, Sue. I like those bird videos you did today. Oh, I'll have to check those out. Sue says, thanks, Jeff. Goulian said, can you guys sub to my friend's channel at Life of Jonkler? Yeah, if you could, yeah, if you can, is that his at? If you want to put up a link for him, yeah, go ahead. We like meeting new people. We like helping people. We like having fun with people. Papa Smurf says, there I am. I have to hide Gargamel. Gargamel was looking for me. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, you don't want him to see it. Oh, bee, really? It's overcast. I thought bees weren't supposed to come out when it's over. Oh, squirrel alert, or chipmunk alert, rather. Hopefully it's not too far away. Oh, come back, you little squirrel. That's actually a chipmunk that I keep calling a squirrel. For some reason, I don't know. Joel says, thanks for the moderator. You're more than welcome. That's so you can sub up to people. You see somebody new, please check out their channel. You never know what you might find. Sue says, Papa Smurf, hi. Jeff says, okay, Sue. Dutch says, gonna feed the bikers in a hot minute. Cool. Now, Dutch, I know there's two pronunciations. Bikers and Bashurs. How do you pronounce it? Joel says, hi, Just One Sue. Gullian says, at Life of Jonkler. Perfect, thank you. I'll sub too after the live is over. Sadman, hey, good to see you. How are you? Hello, Molly. Hope you're having an amazing day and week. I hope you are as well too. How are you? It's so good to see you. Julian says that's the link. Appreciate you, Julian. Jeff says, Papa, are you scared of squirrels? Papa Smurf says, no, they actually let us ride on their backs. I'm going to go ahead and blue you up here. Steve says, did say it was a quick visit. See you soon, Molly. I appreciate you, Steve. Thanks so much for hanging out. Bashir. Bashir. I'm messing that up. Gullian says, thanks. Tatai, hey, how are you? How are you? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Tatai is a great guy. You guys sub up to him as well. Gullian says, okay, I have to go. Sure you do. No, I'm just playing. Thanks for coming in, Gullian. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you next Saturday. You take care. You have a wonderful weekend. And please be kind to others. Papa Smurf says, no, I feel like a real Smurf. Joel says, is this in America? Yes, it's Michigan in America. Tatai says, doing good, thanks for asking. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Jeff says, Papa's part of the cool crowd now. Tatai says, thank you. Jeff says, hi, Tatai. Wow, 30 likes. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. You guys are spoiling me. You guys are just the best, really. Taking a drink and scanning for little critters here. Oh, I completely forgot to tell you guys. Coolest thing in the world. Shout out to Mary at Mary's Gigs. She put together a little section in her store with merch with my logo on it. So if anyone is interested in merch from Mom Dog 72, the purple, my gorgeous little purple raindrop, please head on over to Mary's and check out her store. Also, check out her merch. Oh my God, her merch is freaking adorable. Jeff says, I like all of her mailbox videos. Mary's Gigs rock. Yes, she does. She's so sweet. I mean, she totally didn't have to do that. And she's sharing her store with me. until I get monetized and can take it over for myself. I mean, she is just so sweet. I love Mary. She is just the best. I don't know what I'd do without her. Joel says, do you have any merch from Russ? Do I? Oh yeah. I've got a few mugs and I've got a mouse pad, or a air pump mat that I use as a mouse pad. Jehu, hey, good to see you, says another glorious day. Back again, Mom. Good. Glad to see you, Jehu. You take care. I mean, I meant to say, thanks for coming in, and you take care. Jeff says, I will check the store out. Oh, appreciate you, Jeff. Appreciate you. Gullian said hi. Hey, Gullian. Good to see you back. Dutch says, I am still designing merch. Jehu's laughing. Yeah, my tongue keeps going dry and I keep tripping over it today. Papa Smurf says, I will look at the store too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you have or actually, could somebody please post Mary's link? Or you can search for it at Mary's Gigs. Mary '(S) Gigs. And if you're not subscribed to her, I highly recommend it. She is a lot of fun. She is so much fun. Dutch says, thinking of like a Bertha plushie. Oh, yes. And maybe a Brutus plushie. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh, that would be way cool. Yeah, because I think we've all got BG and Aquarium smugs, don't we? Papa Smurf says, I will look at the store too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Dutch says, one-on-one size accurate. Oh, wow. That would be amazing. That would be so cool. Gullian says hi again. Good to see you. Good to see you, Gullian. Papa Smurf says, Gullian, I subbed you, left a comment. Appreciate you, Papa Smurf. Appreciate you. Dutch says, getting a mug in. Oh, cool. Another one? Or is this your first? Dave, hey. Hey, Dee. Dee just posted Mary's link. That's for Mary's Gigs. Check her out. Wonderful lady. She's very entertaining. She's a lot of fun. She's she's just a great person. Thank you so much for posting that. Also, it's good to see you. Jeff says, I see you, you rock. I agree. He does. Thank you so much. Oop, I heard rustling. Is that a chipmunk? Are you a chipmunk? This guy came back out, but he seems to know when the camera's on him because he runs away. So we'll see what happens. Yep. Seems to know when the camera's on him. I see you says, hi everyone. Dutch says, first time, haha. I usually put other people's names in, and that one time I forget, I get pulled. Oh. Well, it's a high quality mug. I mean, it's nice and heavy. It's sturdy. I mean, you wait till you see it. You'll love it. Mary says, hi, David. Oh, we were just talking about you, Mary. Were your ears burning? Gage Grimstad says, never watched, but good hustle, LOL. I hope maybe you'll find a large audience. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Gage. Thank you. I see you. Dave says, hi, Mary. Wow, 31 likes. Thank you guys so much. You guys are spoiling me. I'm going to start expecting 30 likes all the time. Mary says, yes, people love trees. Apparently. And peacock nuts. Papa Smurf says, hi, Mary. I'm sending people over to your store, Mary. Mary says, hey, Papa Smurf. Dutch says, your trees get more likes than my meat. I'm not even going to read that word. Your pond is awesome. Your pond is freaking amazing. Say what you want about anything else, but your pond is ridiculously amazing. Mary says, and cats. Wait, what was that? Oh, yeah, people do love cats. And black squirrels, apparently. The black squirrels get more views than Chippy. Sanal, hey, good to see you, Sanal. How are you? Sanal says, hey, Mom Dog, and all the wonderful mods. Hey, good to see you, Sanal. Mary says, can I put a link to see if people like my Halloween? Oh, yes, please do. Yeah, Mary, if you could put links to your store, I would appreciate that. That would be fantastic. Papa Smurf says, hi, Sanal. Mary says, subbed you, Dutch. Oh, appreciate you, Mary. Mary says, hey, Sanal. Krillius, hey, Krillius, I've seen you around here. Hey, how are you? Blew you up so you can sub people? Please, if there's anybody new here, please check out their channel. You never know what you might find. You can find maybe a new best friend. You might find a new hobby, new interest, or something really cool you've never seen before. I mean, like, not everybody's seen African dwarf frogs, but I have them. I have babies of them and tadpoles of them. Well, they're not tadpoles anymore, but I have videos from when they were tadpole on my channel. Krillia says, we have white squirrels here. Oh, that's cool. I've seen a white squirrel. Well, not in this area, but I've seen a white squirrel before. Sadman says, hi, everyone in the chat. Dutch says, eh. Yeah, well, agree to disagree then, Dutch. Because, I mean, I could live in that pond. Seriously? I would go swimming with your fishes 24/7. You would have to pry me out of that. You would have to surgically remove me from the pond. I would just be one of your new fish. Gary says, Molly, thank you for my membership earlier. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Dutch says, it's quite okay-ish. I get that you want to make it better than it is, because everybody thinks that their tank or their pond isn't as great as everybody else's. I know I feel that way. But then my tanks are bare bottom, so that's a whole different story. And I have frogs, so that's a whole different thing. Frogs tear everything apart. Frogs are so messy. Curlia says, how is everyone? Doing good. Hope you're doing well as well. Mary says, let me know what you think. I will. Curlia says, thank you. I def will. Mary's posting a link to her store. Thank you, Mary. Dutch says, exotic pond. Thank you, Mary. Dutch exotic pond says, thank you, Mary. I can, hang on a sec. There, that's better. There was a little bit of a glare. Mary says frog videos after dark. Chick chick bow wow. As with snail videos, yes. Poor Mary's had to look at all the animals mating in my tank. Summer, hey gummy girl, hey, good to see you, says hi Molly, hey everyone, on the way to class, but here, appreciate you Summer, thanks for dropping in. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you're having a great time. Sadman says, how are the frogs and Dr. Evil? Oh, the frogs are mating like crazy. And Dr. Evil is just fat and lazy as usual. Mary says, Summer! Summer says, Mary! Curlia says, oh my God, that pond is amazing. Right? Right? See, Dutch, it's only because you see it as what it could be, whereas we see it as it is now, and it's awesome. It's amazing. Molly McFishy. Molly wants to be a frog. Now, I'd rather be a fish. I'd rather watch the frogs. I love them frogs, though, man. Carl's back. Hey, Carl. Welcome back, Carl. Mary says, hey, Carl. Carl says, hey, Mary. Sanal says, good to see everyone. Good to see you too, Sanal. Dutch says, frogs cannot be worse than Bertha and the gang. Really? I don't know. I mean, if you can put sand or gravel at the bottom and they don't eat it or spread it into the water column constantly, because that's what frogs do. My water always looks like crap. Well, except for on water change day. It looks good for about 4 hours. Gary says, I'm thinking of frogs, Molly. Oh, do it. Definitely. I would get them. Are they legal there? Oh, I know they're legal in Scotland because Maddie has some. Mary says, good to see us and all. Carl says, had to set up a new channel, Mary. Sanal says, good to see you. LOL, Mary. Mary says, bow chicka frog, wow. Pretty much. Summer says tank porn. Yeah. I look over and the things that I see in that tank, I'm like, oh God. Sanal said, shared out your stream in my community. Oh, thank you so much, Sanal. You're so sweet. Sanal is so sweet, you guys. If you haven't checked out his channel, please do. Sanal puts out lots of content. Dixie, hello and welcome. Carl says summer tank porn. Mary says, Summer, did you see the snail porn? No, I've only shared the snail porn with a select few because it is kind of graphic. Doing my best to keep this PG. You could see the reproductive organ doing what it's supposed to do. And we'll leave it there. Sonal says, hey, Dixie. Sadman says, looks like nothing has changed with Dr. Evil, which is good to hear. Yeah, exactly. Exciting news about the frogs, however. Oh, they're not going to actually have babies right now because I've got them in with a beta. So the beta is going to eat the eggs if the frogs themselves don't eat them first. I'm going to, when I get the money, I'm going to set up a breeding tank for them. And then we're going to have little froggy babies. And they go for about $10 each around here. But if I can get a male platinum white frog, because I have 2 females, if I can get 1 male and breed those guys go for $40 each. Plus shipping. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I like my frogs. And Mary says, hi, Dixie. Dixie says, hi, Sonal. Dixie, I'm going to make you a moderator so that you can subscribe to everybody. Please check out anybody that you haven't seen before that you're not already subscribed to. Please check them out. You never know what you might find. Sonal said, what did I just scroll into? You never know on my channel. You never know. Summer says, hey, Sonal. Sonal says, is the P word today's topic? Yes, peacock nuts are today's topic. I have them spread all over the ground. Dixie says, hey, Mary's Gigs. Mary says, LOL, Sonal. All the water babies are making more water babies. They're trying to. They sure are. Sonal says, hey, Summer. Mary says, oh, really, Carl? Sonal says, Mary, oh, good Lord. Anna, hey. Fear my frogs. Yes, I'm raising a frog army. I'm going to take over the world with my little 2-inch miniature dwarf frogs. Fear my frogs. Sonal says, shh, everyone, Anna is here. Let's behave. Have you met Anna? Let's see if Anna can behave. I'm just playing. I love you, Anna. Yeah, illegal. Been thinking red-eyed tree frogs. Oh, you mean like actual frogs. I'm talking about like fully aquatic frogs. Frogs that never ever come out of the water. Which will make it interesting when I use them to take over the world. Gary says, Queen. Sonal says, Dolly, hey. Dixie says, Sonal is the best. Summer says, no, Mary, not the snails. Yeah. Oh. I'll be sending you the snails. I'll be sending you the snails, Summer, after this live. Mary says, oh, I feel so lucky. Sonal says, Dixie, you are awesome too. Share Bear! Share Bear is here. Oh my God, Share Bear, it's good to see you. How are you, girl? Mary says, actually, I really couldn't tell anything, Molly. I do not know snail anatomy. Oh, I can circle for you if you'd like. But just remember that you can never unsee it, Mary. Once you've seen it, you can never unsee it. Dixie says, LOL, pass on that. Yeah, right? Am I behind on the chat? That never happens. Sonal says, I can't look at snail mail the same. Snail mail, M-A-L-E. Summer says, please send to me, Mary. Sanal says, hey, Share Bear. Carl says, hi, Share Bear. Anna says, hey, Sanal. Summer says, hi, Dixie. Hi, Anna. Hey, Carl. Sanal says, hey, Anna. Anna says, old time. Jeff says, squirrely, 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 squirrely. Yeah, squirrely, squirrely, squirrely. Summer says, hey, Share Bear. Share Bear says, Sanal, Summer. Sanal, Carl, Summer, Anna, Dixie, Jeff, Molly. And she's spreading love because she's just full of love. She's such a wonderful person. If you haven't checked out Share Bear, please do. Please do. Ramses, hey. Ramses, you came here from Sanal. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm going to add you as a moderator as well so that you can subscribe. You can click on anybody and subscribe to them. I encourage you to reach out, make a new friend, find a new hobby. You never know what you might find. Ooh, it's getting dark. Good times. Ooh, I hope we're getting rain. Sanal says, Share Bear. Jeff says, hi, Share Bear. Sanal says, hey, Ramses, glad you could make it. As am I. Appreciate you coming. Dixie says, okay, thanks. Jeff says, is that squirrel camera shy? Well, the squirrels typically aren't. The chipmunks are all over the place. Carl says, I'm finding it hard to get subscribers. On the new channel that you just made, Carl? Dixie says, hey, Summer and Cher. Pokies, hey! Good to see you, Pokies. Oh, it's raining. Pokey says, we will see a tree. Yes. We will see a tree. We had a couple of quick cameos by a little chipmunk that was way far out, but it showed up, so that was the important thing. Share Bear says, hi, Positive. Oh, Summer, I missed that. Summer said snail boob. The darker snail is the female, just so you know. It's the orange one that's the male. Pokey saying hi to everyone. Eggscaping, hey, good to see you. Hello, I'm oh, I've been pronouncing it wrong. Kyrilius's wife. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I'm gonna hook you up as a monitor here. Please, anybody new here, please check out their channel. Anybody that you haven't seen, anybody that looks interesting, check out their channel. You never know what you might find. Sanal says, hey, Pokies. Carl says, hey, Share Bear. Pokey says, not famous, y'all. You are famous, Pokies. I can talk today, my goodness. You are famous, Pokies. Oh good, here comes the sun to blind me just in time to try and catch up with the chat. Share Bear says, hi, Carl. Sanal says, Pokies, you're awesome. Carl says, how are you? Papa Smurf says, Mom Dog rocks. Aw, thank you, Papa Smurf. Anna says, behaving is no fun. I agree. Eggscaping says, new subscriber here. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mary says, okay, Summer, did my homework. The heck was that? Alrighty then. Sanal says, no, not the swear words. Mary says, egg. Pokey says, Mom Dog's all right. Dr. Evil MVP. Oh. Yeah, everybody likes Dr. Evil. I got to put more videos of him up. Sanal says, Anna, you're strict mod, so I told everyone to behave. Oh. Papa Smurf says, hi, Anna. Egg says, hey, Mary. Sanal says, hey, Papa Smurf. Anna says, hey, there has been a lot of things taken over by 2 inches. Mary says, hey, Gary. Carl says, hi, Anna. Pokey says, good day. Good day, sir. I said good day. Or wait, no, it's good day, sir. Good day, sir. I said good day. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Mary says, oi, sent the snail porn to Summer. I hope it's okay, she asked. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if Summer could see it or not. I can point it out after the live. If you Jeff says, can you put nuts up for the squirrels every day? Oh, I do. Yeah. Well, every other day, actually. Oh, here comes a gray squirrel. Or wait, is that a black squirrel? It was too shiny to tell. Must have been a black squirrel. Come on. Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. Please eat some peacock nuts for us. Squirrely, squirrely. Come on. You can do it. Everybody wants to see you. Eggscaping is laughing and says, hey, Sanal. Wow, I'm behind the chat. I apologize. Shane says, still here? I was doing some editing. No worries. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support greatly. Sadman says, positive MVP. Welcome. That's right. You are. We love you, Pokies. Everybody loves you, Pokies. Mary says, I have seen worse. Wait till I point it out, Mary. Maybe you haven't. Mary says, Pokies, we are being positive. Dutch says, damn, these worms are hard to find, but need to persist for the bikers. Yeah. Dylan. Hey. Dylan is Fishing Geek. He is also a fellow Michigander. He lives in the state of Michigan as well. Says, good afternoon. Dixie says, I love chipmunks. Me too. They're my favorite. I like them better than the black. I mean, I love the black squirrels, but the chipmunks are my favorite. Sadman says, Molly, that was that sarcasm? You are usually behind the chat. Today you are doing great. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you, Sadman. Summer says, hi, Anna. Eggscaping says, hope everyone has had an enlightening day. Jeff says, Mom Dog, you're so positive. Oh, thank you. That's what I try to be positive. I think the more positivity you spread, it ripples out. And I hope, hope to help somebody have a little bit better, hope that somebody that knows how to talk has a little bit better day. Sanal says, Share Bear, have some funny shorts. Or Share Bear, have some funny shorts. Oh yeah, she does. Tatai says, hello, Mary's Gig. Sanal says, hey, Tatai. Am I saying that right? Tatai? I think I am. Gullian says hello. Hello again, Gullian. Mary says, hey, Tatai. Summer says, hey, Jeff. Mary says, Carl, visit everyone and tell them you have the new channel. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, visit everyone, go to a short and be like, hey, I have this new channel. Please subscribe, and you'll get a lot of your subs back. Ramsey says, I am pretty much subscribed to most of them. Appreciate you so much. But sure, we can always gain more friends. Absolutely. Thanks for the mod status, ma'am. You're very welcome. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Sonal says, how do you take the time to catch up on the chat when it goes that fast? I fall behind in my chat. Yeah, it is. I just try to keep going, I guess. I don't I don't have any better advice for you. I'm sorry. Carl says, yes, Molly. Sonal says, 2. How do you take the time to catch up? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know what you meant. Jeff says, gotta go make lunch. Another great show. See you next Saturday. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you. You take care. You stay awesome. And you go forth and be kind. Tatai says, hello, Sonal. Summer says, bye, Jeff. Good to see you. Tatai says, Share Bear, what's new? Sonal says, probably years of practice, maybe. I did have to read bedtime stories pretty quick to my kids. So I do have a little bit of practice. Appreciate you escaping. Mary says, subbed Carl's new channel. Appreciate you. Oh, also, if anybody could post, we have 2 Carls here. I'm trying to, actually, you know what? Could somebody post both of the Carls channels for me, please? Because both of them need subscriptions. Mary posted a link. I hope that's to your store, Mary. Because, yeah, we need to check out Mary's store. Like I said, Mary did the most awesome thing in the world and has created merch for me. If you want a Mom Dog logo mug, that's my favorite. Or, oh, Big go away. Oh, sorry about that. Or any kind of merch. Well, not any kind of merch, but check it out. Check out my store. Check out Mary's store on Mary's channel. Raspberry, hey, good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. Says, hi, Molly. Good to see you, Raspberry. Goulian is back. Welcome back, Goulian. Good to see you. We should nickname you Rubber Man. Mary says, let me know what you guys think. Absolutely. Oh, is that to your Halloween? Summer says, welcome back, Goulian. Melinda. Hello, Melinda. Good to see you. Hello and welcome. Says, hello, everyone. Sonal says, hey, Melinda. Melinda says, Sonal, hello, everyone. Hang on just a second. There we go. Melinda, I just made you blue so that you can subscribe to any channel on here. You can just click on them, easily subscribe. Check out anybody that you haven't seen before. You might make a new friend. You might find a new hobby. You never know. Mary says, eggs, how are you doing this fine day? Kelly says, subbed a few more. Received 2 subs. Thanks. Appreciate you guys. You guys are on fire. You guys are just the best. Melinda says, I subscribe to this channel. Oh, thank you, Melinda. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mary says, Gamalina. Gamalina. Gamalina, Gamalina, Gamalina. We're trying to summon somebody. Because I don't have... Oh. So there's a squirrel den under this deck here. And there's also a squirrel den... Or squirrel... Chipmunk den over by this mushroom right here. And the ones under the deck are not coming out for some reason. It is kind of chilly out today. Maybe that's why. Sanal says, thank you, Melinda. You're the best. Ramsey says, I don't see any super thanks or memberships. Is there any other way I can support the channel? Aw, other than merchandise, of course, because I live on the other side of the world. Oh, Ramses, you're very sweet. I appreciate you. I'm actually not monetized yet, but that means so much to me. If you could watch one of my videos, one or two of my videos. Well, I only have one actual video, but watch a couple of my shorts. That would help me out greatly. I would appreciate that. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mary says, sub Kelly. Appreciate you, Mary. Sanal says, Ramsey, she is working towards her watch hours. Yep, I am working towards my watch hours. Sanal says, I give up on typing. I know, I've had a day like that too. Just where I'm like, typing sucks. Ramsey says, Sanal. Sanal says, Ramsey's, I'll explain later. Ramsey says, oh God, okay, Sanal. Raspberry said, hope everyone's having a fab day. Hope you are too, Raspberry. Thank you. Mad Rhino. Hey, Mad Rhino in the house. Good to, or in the woods that are crooked. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Raspberry says, hi, Mad Rhino. Raspberry says, hi, Mary. Mad Rhino says, sup, Mary? Where's Onyx? Onyx hasn't shown up yet today, but we do need ideas for names for the other black squirrels. I think Ebony was suggested, which is a good one. Mad Mary in the house, yeah. Ramsey says, I subscribe to like 20 people. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that means a lot to me. Anyone I missed, anyone that needs subscribers, don't be shy. Oh, I appreciate you, Ramses. Thank you so much. You rock. You're awesome. Dutch says, let's spread Molly wide all across by hitting that thumbs up and subscribing. Thank you so much, Dutch. Yeah. Yeah, the more people we get, the more people we can connect to, guys. You never know. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know what you're going to find. Raspberry said, sub to you, Mad Rhino. Raspberry says, trying to sub up to everyone I missed. Oh, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Raspberry. Kyrillia says, sorry working. I'll be in and out. No worries at all. No, I appreciate you watching. Even in the background. Yeah, anybody that's here, even if you're not typing in the chat, I appreciate you being here. I just appreciate everybody that's here. Raspberry says, sub to you, Sanal. Ramsey says, Raspberry, me talk. Oh, I think it was supposed to be me too. Raspberry says, got you too, Kyrilius. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Summer says, hi, Melinda. Anna Marie's still there. Appreciate you, Anna. Caleria says, right back at you. Ramsey says, new subscribers are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. There was one of my teachers told me, life is like, or a box of chocolates is like life. Sometimes it melts. Think about that one for a minute. I don't know what that meant. Still haven't figured out. Summer says, Gumalina. Raspberry says, hey, Anna Marie. Kelly says, pup needs a walk. See you next time. Thank you so much for coming, Kelly. Even if you're gone, I still appreciate you. Thank you so much. You have a fantastic weekend. Escaping says, y'all have an awesome community. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We have, yeah, I'm really lucky. I'm so lucky. I have such good people here. Melinda says, thank you. Raspberry says, hi, Summer. Carl says, nice channel, Kelly. Raspberry said, sub to you, Eggscaping. Appreciate you guys subbing each other. Raspberry said, sub to you, Carl. Ramsey said, of course, I watch, I like, I comment on all my friends' channels. We got each other's back. That's right. That's exactly what we do. That's what we do here. Summer says, subbed, Kelly. Appreciate you guys subbing to each other. I really do. Raspberry says, sub to you, Summer. Carl says, thanks, Raspberry. I'm driving, Raspberry. What's up? Says Mad Rhino. Dutch says, sub to you, Ramses. Hi, Raspberry. Raspberry says, hi, Dutch. Pokey says, good day, Tree. I said good day. Ramsey says, Dutch exotic right back. Big B. What? I thought bees aren't supposed to be out when it's bee, go away. Where was I? Ramsey says, Dutch exotic right back at you. Raspberry says, hi, positive pokes. Pokey says, hi. Pokey says, at craft show. Oh, cool. Are you filming? Raspberry says, new sub for you, positive pokes. Awesome. Appreciate you, Raspberry. Pokes is hilarious. He is so funny. He's a lot of fun. You will enjoy his content. And even if you don't like Pokemon, you have to at least watch one of his Card of the Days shorts. They're real short, really cool. Dutch has worms. Sorry to hear that, Dutch. I hope the doctor can clear that up for you. I'm just kidding. I know you meant for the fish. Dutch says probably going to film the feeding and upload it. That's a good idea. Dutch said, subscribe to Eggscaping. Ramsey said, Dutch fishing channel? Cool, I like fishing. Yeah. Carl says, thanks everyone. I put up 3 shorts today. I'll check them out after my live, Carl. Ramsey says, are these woods or suburbs, ma'am? Yes. This is the short answer, yeah. We're basically in the suburbs, but these woods here, these woods all back here are actually a state park. Actually, since the only action we've seen today is over here, might as well leave the camera right here. Right, I'm going to sort the kids. Nice to see you all. Bye for now, says Raspberry. Thank you so much for coming in, Raspberry. You have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy them kids while they're little. Radio Dude says, I'm able to chat now. Well, good. Welcome. Welcome here. I don't know if you missed the chipmunk or not. It came out twice. There's a woodpecker. There's another woodpecker. Raspberry says, see you again soon, I hope. Yep, I'll see you. If I catch you live, I'll be there. If not, then, frickin' bee. Please, go away. Be cool, bee. Ramsey says, Mary says trees. Ramsey says, and sub to Carl too. Anyone else, guys? Come on, get your subscribers here. Best on the market. I'm going to be posting 2 links. They're both Carl's channels, or they're 2 different Carls. One is Carl and the other one is Carl Scheel. Both of them need subscribers, and I'll be posting their links on my channel after this live, so that if you guys aren't able to catch it during the live, ooh, sorry, big bee up my nose or in my ear. I almost set up my nose when it almost went in my ear. Anyway, I'm tired. Dutch says Ramsey's only a really small exotic pond with some arowana, sharks, and koi, and a few bikers in the home. Mary says, I have to go to work. Ugh. I'm sorry, Mary. I'll be there, though, after my live. Be safe. Try not to kill anyone until then. Well, I mean, don't kill anyone after then either, but you know what I mean. Eggscaping says, subbing 2 people. Y'all are great. Oh, appreciate you, Eggscaping. Radio Dude says, Mary, you're self-employed. You can call off. Well, woodpecker. Dutch, that'd work too. I always appreciate a new perspective, says Ramses. Molly, he just wants to be with you, says Dutch. Apparently, wants to be in my ear. Radio Dude says, I'm not great. I'm mediocre at best. What's wrong, Phil? Lord of the Fish, hey, good to see you, says hi, Molly. You've bred betas, right? I have, but it's been like 20 years. Stuart, hey, good to see you, Stuart. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. You guys, Stuart is... actually, Stuart, do you have your 50 yet? Did you hit your 50 so you can go live? Stuart is a fisherman. He often goes fishing with Maddie. Mary says, I just yell. But yeah, but Mary... You're like one of those little dogs with the big giant bark. You know what I mean? Oh, here comes a chipmunk. I hope you guys saw that, because he just went in his hole. Carl says, nice trees. Thank you, Carl. Dutch says, sub, Stuart. Appreciate you, Carl. I mean, Dutch. Lord of the Fish says, would feeding parent fish a fry food that has more protein and fat content work? Lord of the Fish, you want to feed them live foods. I had really good luck with wingless fruit flies. Not all betas will eat brine shrimp, I found out. Some absolutely love it, but if you can get them to eat brine shrimp, live brine shrimp, that's good for them. You want to condition them for both mom and dad. You want to condition them for a good 2 weeks with live foods before you introduce them to each other, so that they're primed for breeding. And then, of course, you've got to have the stupid little tiny powdered food for the babies when they hatch. Stuart says, yes, got my 50, thanks. Oh, awesome. Wonderful, Stuart. Congratulations. Mary says, ankle biting chihuahua. There is a sound in the background like heavy machinery operating or some power plant of some sort. Is it just my earphones? I believe that's the woodpecker. Is it kind of like coming and going? Lord of the Fish says, I bought some Melina and microworm cultures just in case, because breeding betas is a chore. I plan on seriously breeding my rams now. Breeding betas is a chore. Actually, breeding betas Pokey says, I see Phil out there. Phil's a chipmunk. Is that what you're saying, Pokies? Lord of the Fish says, it'll take at least a month for it to establish. For the fry, well, you got to be careful with the fry, because I had some fry that were less than a week old. One killed the other fry. I mean, they were not even big enough to sex yet, but they were big enough to flare. So if you see an aggressive fry, move that son of a bee out of there. Pokey says, Phil, that you? Phil, are you in my backyard? Ramsey says, I have bigger pets, 2 horses. Oh, I love horses. And a dog. These are much easier to breed. Gwillian, hey, long time no see. How you been? Is that the noise that you're hearing? I subbed to Positive Pokey, says Phil. You weren't already subbed to him? That's surprising. Or are you just bragging about it? That's a woodpecker, if anybody heard that. Gwillian says good. Ramsey says no, it's constant, like a machine operating in the background. I am near a road that has been kind of busy. There's a road out in this direction. Melinda's still here. Thank you for hanging out, Melinda. I appreciate you. Radio Dude says, Pokies, if you see a little old fat man that looks like Yoda, yes, that's me. Summer says, hi, Phil. I don't, you weren't green last time I saw you, though, Phil. Did you, have you had an odd tanning experience since I last saw you? Lord of the Fish says, I imagine Radio Dude now just jumping over Sith Lords. Ramsey says, yep, the road explains it. It was just making sure there was nothing wrong with my ears. Oh, you guys can hear that? The road? So, I hope, I gotta go back and make sure that, because sometimes people play their music so loud in their car, I can actually hear it over here. And it's probably a good football field between here and the road. Well, maybe half a football field. I don't know. I don't remember how big a football field is. I'm really tired. Sorry, guys. Also sorry for the road noise. Summer says, Phil, with love. Phil says, hello, Summer. Lord of the Fish says, I imagine Phil Dude. Phil Dude. Hey, I like Phil Dude. You should do Phil Dude. I imagine Phil Dude now just jumping over Sith Lords. I already read that. Good job, Maul. Ramses is laughing. Radio Dude says, Summer, what's with the heart? Are you flirting with me? Ramsey says, no, it's not that intrusive. I just pay too much attention to background noises because of, you know, the desert. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. So you can probably hear the woodpecker then, though. Holy cow, 40 likes. Thank you guys so much. Lord of the Fish says, Molly, you need sleep. I do. I slept for, I don't know how many hours. Oh, we have a black squirrel. Are you Onyx? Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. Are you Onyx? What are you doing? What are you doing, you weird squirrel? She's like leaf bathing or something. What are you doing there, weirdo? It's Onyx! What are you doing, Onyx? It's Onyx! Well, Onyx has a name. And Chippy has a name, but Chippy's a chipmunk that I keep calling squirrel. Oh, come back, Onyx. We've missed you. We want to see you. There's peacock nuts for you. And corn. I put the corn right where you like it. There, I'll leave the camera there because that's where she usually likes to come out at. Ramsey says, loud and clear, ma'am. Okay, cool. Nobody ever answers me when I'm like, can you hear the, can you hear the whatchamajigger? Is not Onyx with her? Nope, just Onyx. Oh, wait a minute, I might have lied. Are you a different squirrel? There's one just off camera. Yeah, just off camera. Oh, no, that's Onyx. But this is where she likes to come and get her nuts. So we'll leave the camera here. Is it peacock corn? It is peacock corn. It is peacock corn, Phil. Jacob, hey, good to see you. Hello and welcome. Jacob says, hello, Mom Dog, everyone. Ramsey says, it's like you live in Wonderland. This is amazing. The only wildlife I encounter here is scorpions, snakes, and wolves. Well, yeah, but those are kind of cool too. I mean, I grew up in California, and I used to love catching lizards. I just loved catching lizards. And I'd bring them home, and my parents just loved that. Ramsey's, oh, I already just read that. Radio Dude is saying hi to Jacob. Jacob's saying hi to Radio Dude. Ramsey says hi, Jacob. Sub. Appreciate you guys subbing each other. Phil says, I want all my friends to know that would totally take a BB for you guys. You would totally take a BB shot? Jacob says, thanks, Ramsey. Same. Ramsey says, no, they are not. These are not cute and cuddly like squirrels. These are mean. Dutch says, sub Jacob. Lord of the Fish says, Molly, you seem sleep deprived. I am. I slept for, I think, maybe 3 or 4 hours last night. And then I got to bed late the night before. So yeah, I'm somewhat knackered. Did I just say knackered? I'm from America. Dutch says, sub Jacob, appreciate you. I already read that part. Raider Dude says, I seem to have scared Summer away. She'll be back. She's, or actually, she had to go. She's had a class. Jacob says, squirrel. Carl says, very good live stream. Oh, thank you so much, Carl. Appreciate you. Dutch says, I wish I could feel better soon. Sick as F at the moment. Oh, I'm so sorry, Dutch. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's no fun, especially when you have a squirrel. It's Onyx, guys. It's Onyx. Smile for the camera, Onyx. Smile for the camera. Come into the camera better. There you go. Wow, what a good squirrel. See her belly, guys? That's how I know it's Onyx. Hi, Onyx. Hi, little girl. How are ya? Good to see ya, little one. Good to see ya. We wish you to feel better, Dutch. We're sending well wishes to you here. Tracy's here, Little Red Angel. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. Tracy says, hey, Molly, 43 like, wow. 43, my goodness. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys. Jacob says, thanks, Dutch. Same. Ramsey says, Dutch, hope you get well soon. We all do. Get well soon, Dutch, says Lord of the Fish. So cute, says Ramses. Lord of the Fish says, is it just me, or are you unknowingly mixing up words now? I might be. I'm pretty tired. Oh, I guess she wants to eat in privacy. Carl says, hi, Tracy. Tracy says, in time for Onyx. Yes, you are. You are in time for Onyx. And it's actually her this time. In fact, she's the only black squirrel I've seen out here today. There she is. She's so cute. Red says, hi, or Little Red Angel says, hi, Carl. Jacob says, squirrel. Carl says, new channel, Tracy. Tracy says, Molly, don't worry. I have my own languages too. Yeah, I'm sleep deprived. That's my problem. Ramsey says, sleep deprivation would do that. They'd also give you very interesting mirages in the desert at night. I can imagine. I can imagine. That bush is half dead. I'm so tempted to tear it out. You little stinker. There she comes. She's so cute. Hey, Onyx. Hey, squirrely, 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 squirrely. what a good squirrely. She's watching us, guys. She's just sitting there watching us, having a snack. Tracy says, you have a new channel, Carl? Tracy says, me too, Molly. Ramsey says, seems fine to me. I own a small olive farm. Oh, I love olives. Well, I love black olives. Olive farm on the outskirts of Siwa Oasis. Did I say that right? If it still has green leaves, it can be saved. Oh, really? I believe what it is a holly bush. I don't think it's getting enough sunlight with all the trees. I'll show you after the squirrel leaves. I'll show you how tree covered we are. Carl says, something happened on my last live stream, Tracy. Tracy says, oh right, let me have a look at your channel. And Onyx is gone. Okay. I'm gonna have to take the stupid phone out to do the, hang on a sec, guys. And now I'm laying on my back. This is how covered it is. So it's really not getting that much sun. I don't know how much sun hollies need, but apparently more than they're getting. Oh, there's a black squirrel, and that wasn't Onyx. Did you guys see the squirrel jump on that branch back there? That branch that's leaning back where that squirrel just jumped, that actually is goes across the creek way down there. Sad Man says, oh, lovely squirrels. Thank you. Ramses is thinking. Tracy says, hope it was nothing too bad. Ramsey says, it's a jungle out there. Fun of Memories is still here. Appreciate you. Please return my ID. Fun Memories, I can't subscribe to you right now, but I will subscribe to you after my live. Please leave a comment on one of my shorts so I can find you easily. Ramsey says, hi, Fun Memories. Subbed. Appreciate you guys. Kelly, hey, Daisy May in the house. Daisy May says, hey, Mom Dog, woohoo. You just missed the squirrel. Onyx, we saw Onyx here. She flashed her belly and proved it was her and then took off. Well, she stayed and ate and watched nuts and ate nuts and watched us for a while, but Ramsey says, woo, Miss Daisy is here, right? We're special. We get to have Kelly or Miss Daisy here. Daisy says, what? No, I know, I'm sorry, but you know what? I'm going to make clips out of it, so I'll post them as shorts so you can still see. Fun of Memory says, Ramses, hello. Daisy May says, hey, Ramses. Oh, stop that, LOL. Sad Man says, hi, Miss Daisy. Great to see you on here. Ramsey says, hi. Fun of Memories says thanks. Daisy May says sad man, hey. And now I shall take a drink once I remember where, there it is. Sad man says, are you doing a live, Miss Daisy? Missy Daisy, I like that. Aw, Daisy May says, I love Mom Dog. I love you too, Kelly. Daisy May, I love you. You're great. You're just awesome. Daisy May says, yes, in a bit. Oh, that's cool, because I'm actually due to end my live in about 9 minutes here. Wow, the time just flies. Fun of Memory says, please pen my ID. Fun of Memories, like I said, it's really annoying on my phone. At the bottom, I don't pin anything. I don't pin messages. I don't pin anything on my channel. But I'm going to post after this live. I'm going to make a post on my channel because there's 2 Carls that need subscriptions. I'm going to post their links. You can post your link in the comment on that post, okay? That way everybody can see, and anybody who comes through that isn't here for the live can see you. Sad Man said, apologies, that was a typo. I meant Miss Daisy, not Missy. But that was cool. I like that, Missy Daisy. I'm gonna use that. I know it was a typo, and that's how carp started. I went to type crap, and so sometimes I'll say carp. Oh, carp. Or what the carp. Daisy May says, LOL, sad man. All good. Fun of Memories says, thanks, Mom Dog 72. And Fun of Memories is waving. Appreciate you. Here, Squirrely, 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 Squirrely. Here, Squirrely. Squirrely, Squirrely. Squirrel, Squirrel. Ramsey says, excuse me, sorry. Ramsey says, Daisy May, my first time here. She seems like a nice lady indeed. And I subscribed to like 35 people. Oh, that's so awesome, Ramsey. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came in. We're lucky to have you. Fun of Memories is laughing. Sadman says, oh no, what have I done? I'm sorry about that, Miss Daisy. No. No, it's okay. It's cute. It's adorable, Missy Daisy. That is so cute. Fun of Memory says, your smile voice amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are just the best. You guys are so wonderful. Ramsey says, the pleasure is all mine, ma'am. Aw. I'm so glad that you came in. Since we're coming towards the end of the live here, let's get a really good view here. There we go. Fun Memory says, I love your voice. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Actually, is that bent? Yeah, there's the bent tree. Straighten you out just a little bit. There we go. That's better. Fun Memory says, beautiful view. Amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I love it back here. It is just so wonderful. Especially with the squirrels. You can't tell on camera, but the squirrels are only a few feet away from me. Ramsey says, this is a nice place indeed, so relaxing. This is Michigan. This is part of Michigan. Yeah, we do have a lot of woods and trees here. We do have a lot of squirrels. Let's see, what else do we get back here? We get possums, we get raccoons, chipmunks, of course, all kinds of birds, woodpeckers. Woodpeckers are cool. Noisy, but cool. Fun of Memory says, you are very kind. Oh, thank you. I try to be kind. I think if you're as kind as you can be, the more kindness that you put out into the world, hopefully that'll ripple out. The more kindness we can get out there, the more better this place will be. The better this world will be. Oh, there's a squirrel. Let me see if I can get it. You coming out of the tree? No, he's going up the tree. Sorry about that. Venom Memory says, Ramses, subscribe my channel, please. Ramsey says, well, it's obviously not the north, south, east, or west of the United States. It's, oh, are you Onyx? What are you doing? What is this squirrel doing? Do you guys see this? Are you guys seeing? Oh, we got a second black squirrel, guys. What the hell are you doing? Are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing? Oh. Hanging upside down eating. What the hell? Are you Onyx? Or are you somebody that Onyx is going to come and beat your butt in a minute? Oh, I see another black squirrel on that bridge over there. That branch bridge that they use. There we go. Squirrely, 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 squirrely. Hey, squirrely, squirrely, squirrely. Oh, back to what I was saying. It's actually in the north, in the northeast. It's the state that looks like a mitten that sticks out in the Great Lakes region. That's the state that I'm in. Fun Memories already did. Appreciate you, Ramses. Way ahead of you, says Ramses. That's perfect. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Thank you, Mom Dog 772, says Fun Memories. You're so welcome. Goulian says, hi again. Hi again, Goulian. You're just in time. We've got another black squirrel here, and we're just about ready to end this live here for today. We will be back next Saturday. Same time, same bat channel, same bat place. Or same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, I'm too tired to make jokes. Whoever said that earlier was right. Sad Man says, have an amazing week, Molly. It was great to see you live. Thank you so much, Sad Man. You too. You as well. I hope to see you around. I hope you're doing awesome. Fun Memory says, beautiful. Look at his fluffy tail, says Ramses. Can you zoom out a bit? Yeah. That's a... There. Now it looks like a rabbit. Looks like a black rabbit. They like my laugh. That's weird. Ramsey says, look, oh, yeah, I already read that. Okay, Ramsey says, fun of memories. Gullian says, hi. Now it's great, says Sadman. Thank you, Molly, says Tracy. Gullian says, no, no, no. Would you stay in camera, guys? Come on. Trying to read the chat. You guys are just popping all over the place. Dutch says, finally managed to catch out the L103 after trying an entire day. I'll bet. That's the, I know that's a pleco, but I don't know the numbers to save my life. My apologies. But yeah, I know those things are hard to catch. And then they can get stuck in the net. Fun of Memory said, Sad Man Islam, subscribe my channel, please. He probably already has, to be honest. Oh, we got a chipmunk over here. Can you guys see the chipmunk? Chipmunk does not want to be seen. Ramsey says it's on the north. Well, gotta revise my geographical memory. Yeah, you always think something somewhere and then you learn, oh my God, that's not where it's at. That's really weird. Dutch says, hi Tracy, how are you? Sad Man says, fun memories. I'm subscribed. I'll tell others to check out your channel. Thank you, Sad Man. You're so sweet. You're so generous. I appreciate you. Fun of Memory says, so cute. Okay. This is so cool, says Ramses. Fun of Memory says, oh, thank you so much. Fun of Memory says, all friend. Stephen, hey, Stephen. Hey, we're just getting ready to end here, but I so appreciate you joining. Thank you so much for coming. Stephen says, Molly, hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're doing well too, Stephen. Maddie, hey, Maddie, it's so good to see you. Hello, how are you? We're just getting ready to end here. Are you going to do fly tying tonight? I almost said flame tying tonight. Because that's what you fish with is flames, right? Those catch fish. Oh, sorry guys, I'm so tired today. Ramsey says maybe the chipmunk is shy. Yeah, that chipmunk was not Chippy, because Chippy is not that shy. Stephen says, thank you, Ramses. Fun of Memory says, Stephen Pollock. Hi, hello. Tracy says, hey, Toady. Maddie says, we are all good. We are all good. How are you? No, maybe Monday. Gotcha. I'll be there. Stephen says, fun. Tracy says, hi, Maddie. Fun of Memory says, hi. Maddie says hi to Tracy. Molly takes a sip of a drink. Tracy says, hope you and Chloe are good. Tracy's laughing. Tracy's little red angel for any bunny who doesn't know. Dutch says, hi, Maddie. Maddie says, all good. Thank you, Tracy. How are you and the little one? Fun of Memory says, little red angel. Hello, guys. Maddie says, Dutch, hi, buddy. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm actually a little bit 6 minutes over here, but all good. We had some awesome people. We had every awesome person come in here today. I appreciate every one of you guys. Every one of you guys rock hard. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Anyone that's lurking and never typed, I appreciate you for watching. Thank you so much for coming in. Everyone, oh, I got more comments here. Tracy says, not too bad, thank you. Ramsey says, all right, get some rest and stay safe, ma'am. I'll go prepare my dinner. It was a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, Ramses. I'll be doing another one on Saturday at 12:30 Eastern, 5:30 British. Maddie says, take care, Molly. Much love. Same to you. Give my love to you. Send love to you and Chloe. Much love to you and Chloe, Maddie. Tracy says, hey, Fun. Fun of Memory says, hi, appreciate Mom Dog 72. Thank you, guys. Tracy said, thanks, Molly. I appreciate you guys. You guys are all very special people. You guys are all good people. Please go forth, have a fantastic weekend, and be kind.